they can't raise interest rates officially for at least 2 years, minimum. And I don't think they're going to. It's a real market you got to look at. The U.S. Treasury $10 note yield went from 220 to 4, went back down to 240, and back up to about 4 again, and it's trading now around 345, 350. It flips between 324 and 368 right now. I expect by the end of the year that that note could be yielding 4%, 4.25% in the real market. They're going to have to do something to attract people to purchase treasuries and agencies. And one of the ways to do that is to not try to suppress the yield or not try to make the bonds too strong, as they have in their manipulation of the market. And so the following year, 2012, we could see 5 to 5.5%. And I think those are realistic figures. And incidentally, historically, when interest rates have gone up, gold and silver have gone up until interest rates get to the peak where they're going. And then gold and silver and the shares stop going up and they wait for the next move. Are the rates going to stay here? Are they going to go down? Will they go higher? That sort of thing. And when I saw that during the 1970s, I couldn't believe it. Because, you know, it's in such opposition to logic. Well, as I said, this is an art form. There is no logic in this game. You're always swinging by your tail. They're going to nationalize all the mines there. The man that runs the country is a communist. The same is true in Ecuador. They'll get around to doing it as well, just like Mr. Chavez did in Venezuela. And if they can find any mines in Uruguay, you'll have it happen there too, because they have a communist running that country. And the people in Brazil are far to the left. I would say the people in Chile are kind of in the middle and slightly to the left. Chile's a good place to invest. Argentina has a fascist government. And so you got to be real careful when you invest, because when you get a communist in there, they want to expropriate everything and then bring in companies to mine that are in the same political framework that they are. Like in Venezuela, they brought in the Russians. And so if you get a communist running the country, you get trouble. In other words, if you got an investment there, get out. You're going to have trouble until he's thrown out of office. I left my Ouija board in the other room, and I'm not clairvoyant or psychic, so I don't know. Politicians will do anything. They're a criminal type, as you well know. And when we get there, you'll just have to see what they're going to do. The logical thing to do was if they were to devalue the US dollar, say, versus gold by 2/3, which would be a natural process anyway, would they change that mortgage loan by 2/3? In other words, you'd own 1/3 of what you owed before. I don't know. It's logical that they would, but what I'm telling you, the crowd that we're dealing with, I wouldn't count on it. And, you know, that brings up another thing. Throughout Europe, for the most part, in Canada to a great extent, and in Mexico, Central and South America, most of the homes are bought for cash. And therein lies the original problem.